Peace to all my gods and goddesses. It's God MarcoJah on another tape, on another video of my series of the MarcoJah monologue tapes. And I'm not going to try to make this video too long. I don't know how I'm going to start this out. But the title of this tape is called First It Was Yes Diddy, Now It's No Diddy. And this is a video that I have been wanting to do for a while. I don't really get on celebrity gossip and current events, even though you do get the most views for it. Is popular. I do like to get on topics that are, self-help, that are catered to the African diaspora as well. But I really feel like I had to tackle this as well. And I've been kind of out of the loop, as what y'all would say on one of my previous tapes. I did told y'all last week that I got arrested for a crime that I didn't commit. So I've been having a couple ideas when it comes to my videos. Been kind of, last video I dropped was 4 days to try to drop a video every day, but we'll get into it, man. And there's more to come on the channel. I do appreciate everybody who has been watching, who has been showing support. But what's going on with Diddy, man? And I'm gonna tell y'all, I never really liked P. Diddy, not just because I'm on a Tupac fan, but it seems like a lot of people who did business with him, or a lot of people that was associated with him, wind up experiencing bad things. Then as well, there's rumors that he had something to do with Tupac getting killed, which I believe. I'm not saying that he pulled the trigger, but was partially responsible just due to that beef. And then sometimes, I do feel like he did as well had something to do with Biggie getting killed, because when Biggie died, man, Diddy became this mega star. And once Biggie died, he didn't have to live in fear, and Tupac died, he didn't have to live in fear. Because during the time, a lot of East Coast artists couldn't even get on the West Coast. And then as well, just how arrogant that man came across, especially when he had the band series, and just how arrogant and nasty I see that man act towards artists and people. He never really had a good reputation, but I'm not gonna say before this, yeah, he had a decent reputation, but it's always rumors about him, gay rumors, which I believed as well too, or bisexual rumors. That was the hidden kind of rumors, or that's what everybody kind of knew, but didn't really spoke about how Diddy is a bisexual man as well, allegedly. But I never really necessarily liked Diddy and his character. But while this man was on top of the world, a lot of artists and a lot of people was not saying anything about Diddy, wasn't standing up for the women that he supposedly assaulted and treated wrong, or men. Only people before all this happened that criticized Diddy, as I remember, was Hassan Campbell and Jaguar Wright. You know, so Diddy always has some really messed up rumors, and there's just a lot of incidents where people died, went to jail, went to prison, end up broke dealing with him. And I guess this is what we call in the conscious community, or the African diaspora, as Diddy is getting his Negro wake up call. But I think it's funny how all the rumors and everything that's been going on, I think it's funny now how more people now want to, especially black people now, want to give their 2 cents in and criticize Diddy, how he treat women, because today or yesterday, the that video of him and Cassie getting into it dropped, and Diddy issued a very fast apology, which I really felt that it was sincere. You know, I'm not the one to judge. People do get into it. I would say that Diddy seemed like a smarter man to do that type of stuff. You could tell the man was drunk, messed up, which he admitted. So I'm not. It's not my business to judge someone of how they treat their woman. It was years ago. So I'm not going to necessarily get on Diddy for that, but I think it's funny how a lot of people from the woodwork are now want to criticize Diddy, now want to shame Diddy. But when this man was on top of the world, selling cologne and Ciroc, commercials, being on cologne and Ciroc commercials, nobody was saying anything. He was like this big hero and whatever. But I always saw Diddy and saw how arrogant and bad his character was. Never really was a big fan of his music or anything. I think his son rap better than him, King Combs. But another point I just want to make too is that as much as I don't like Diddy, I would never wish jail time on his man. I would never wish another black man to go to prison unless if it was like a serial killer or a serial rapist on the prowl or something, or a child molester. So I don't wish that on Diddy. I just feel like it's just crazy, and it's a lot of hate in our community, the black community. I think it's crazy how a lot of, and it's us, is tearing down Diddy, wishing prison time on him, wishing him to get his ass beat. I honestly really think that Diddy is getting railroaded, like R. Kelly. Me personally, the crimes that R. Kelly recently got charged for, and I know this might be an unpopular opinion, of sex trafficking young underage girls, I really feel like the charges, it seemed like a witch hunt. I believe that R. Kelly was guilty of the first crime with the child pornography sex tape, but for the trial that he was recently on a couple years ago, I believe he's innocent. Now with Diddy, I believe that Diddy is guilty of a lot of things, but as far as raping people, And as far as dealing with underage girls, there's no proof of that. Now, I think Diddy is guilty of being an asshole. I do believe that, Diddy is guilty of manipulating and coercing people to do things just like any other crooked record executive and producer. But a majority of what Diddy is getting accused of, I believe that he's innocent of it, and I think that's a shame that us black people, that we're because the system right now is railroading and giving Diddy a witch hunt and racking up unfair charges on him. But it's just funny how the black community can love you, but once the system comes and gets you and puts false charges and allegations on you, we right there with the enemy trying to bring another black man down. I don't know what type of man Diddy is now, where this man is 55 years old. He doesn't do music anymore. I don't know, but these allegations are years from now. It seemed like Diddy is the recent older Diddy now is calling himself love, giving everybody motivation, trying to do better, giving people their publishing. Seemed like he has grown to be a better person. But that's what I think. But I really think Diddy is guilty of a lot of things, guilty of being arrogant, treating people bad, putting people's lives in danger. But some of these accusations, when it comes to the rape charges and underage girls, I don't necessarily, because there's no proof of that. But us black people, we shouldn't be cheering on another black man's downfall like that, man. And it's a lot of stuff that Diddy is being accused of, which is there's no proof. Now, he was guilty of beating up on Cassie, but who can I judge? Because I don't have the most squeaky clean past either, or we don't know what Cassie did, or who knows. That's somebody's relationship and their private matter, and Cassie was the one that chose to stay with him for all those years, so and put up with that. So it's nothing that you can really do if you're, which I do believe Cassie was in a controlling, probably abusive relationship with Diddy. When a female does that, stay with their abuser, all you can do is talk to them, but you can't do nothing. Because at the end of the day, they're going to choose their abuser and hurt the people that love them, that want them to get out of that situation. But I really think that Diddy is going to rise above this and get away with it. They already saying he's a CIA asset. I'm not going to try to make this video long, but I really feel like Diddy really pissed somebody off. There's rumors saying that after when he sued Ciroc, for whatever reason, we found out that Diddy wasn't the owner of Ciroc, but he sued Ciroc over a disagreement that he had. Then the powers that be came at him in a hard way to diminish his power and influence and reputation, and that's what happens, man. But a lot of us, we knew about Diddy and all the dirty stuff he did. I just feel like the powers that be are punishing Diddy, but a lot of people already knew, just like Harvey Weinstein. But when the powers that be, Illuminati, whatever you call them, when they want to push the button and destroy your reputation, they can. And then us black people, we fall into it, wishing wishing the downfall, of another black man, being on the side of the enemy, So that's all I really got to say about it, man. I don't like Diddy, and I already knew of all the raunchy, crazy stuff he did and the lives he endangered. But I do not, in my heart of heart, feel like he deserved what's going on. It seems like a witch hunt. I don't wish Diddy well. I hope he can combat this and move on with his life. Maybe move to another country or get out of Dodge, spend the rest of his life in peace. Me, I guess I have the unpopular opinion. I don't wish no downfall of any black man, but I wish the downfall of my enemy, the oppressor. But y'all have a good one. Peace to all the gods and goddesses and all righteous families of the earth.